Hey guys, it's Daisu here, and I have a video just for you guys, especially people who are planning for Japan and have nowhere to start, like me a few months ago. This is for you. This is basically going to be a Japan Trip 101, talking about what exactly you need to do, what you need to prepare for, how you need to go about this, because it's a big trip and you don't want to be left in Japan with no money to spend, no money for food, and you just don't want to be unorganized. And especially with a trip like this, you need to be organized. First and foremost, the most important thing you need to do is pick a date for when you're going to be traveling to Japan. I cannot stress this enough. I have switched this date 3 times already, and it is finally set in stone. October 2016. You know how long it took me to make that list? Like that date in general? It took me freaking forever because we kept hopping back and forth. You need to make sure you set a date 8 months to a year in advance for a trip to Japan, especially if you are not rich. I'm not rich. Number 2, make sure you scope out the location you're going to go visit. If you have never been to Japan and you have no idea where you're gonna go, and all you honestly care about is Harajuku and Akihabara, that's not all Japan's about. There are tunnels, there are subways, there are like random, like cities, just like, anywhere else that you need to make sure you're prepared for. You have to pay for a Wi-Fi if you do not know how to read a map or if you don't know where you're naturally going. So please guys, make sure you know where you're going when you're going on this trip. It's easy to say that I'm gonna go to Japan, but you need to make sure that you know where you're going. I can't even stress that enough. Like, please for Daisu, know where you're gonna be staying. Number 3, who are you going with? Please do not bring any phony friends that flake out on you. I can't stress this enough. Don't bring people that don't have money for themselves, because they're not gonna pay for themselves and they're gonna back out last minute. Person, i.e., I know because it happened to me. Please do not pick people you know will not pay their part of their trip. They're gonna want someone to pay for their portion and or babysit. Oh my gosh, please guys, do not pick flaky people. You need, seriously, people you know are gonna pay for themselves, that are knowledgeable of a trip like this, that aren't gonna act like kids. You just need to know who you're choosing. Please guys, if you don't want to be left out with a whole bunch of money, I swear to God, if you don't want to have to pay for people, please bring people that aren't going to flake on you. Number 4, what is your price range? How much are you going to be spending on this trip? That is a very important thing you need to know. I can't stress that enough either. Know how much money you're going to be spending for food while you're in Japan. Me and my party are staying 12 days. Me and my husband have decided for both of us to spend no more than $25 or $30 a day on food if we're out traveling, like seeing stuff, maybe once in a while if we go to a maid cafe or if we go to a restaurant, we need to know that it's not going to be $25 for both of us. It's probably going to be $30 and up. Please know how much money you're going to have on this trip. If you're looking for a hotel, the best place to go for hotels is going to be Airbnb. They have really cool people on there that have their home set up, and you can go basically and live in their house for the time that you're there for your trip, and you can usually get a really cheap price. I was lucky to find my Airbnb, and we're only paying, I guess I would just round it to $700, but it's a really nice house. It's enough space for all of us, and I'm really pleased at the location that we're in. So if you guys don't want to stay in a regular hotel, Airbnb is a pretty good choice to choose. Also, take in consideration of the activities you're going to do. I know me and my husband and my best friend, we're going to be going to Akihabara a lot to do a lot of shopping. I also want to buy a ball jointed doll, and I know that's going to be expensive. We're also going to Disneyland. if like I said, just know how much you guys are going to be spending throughout your days and what you're going to be doing. If you're going to maid cafes, know that that's going to be around $15 to $25 depending on what kind of like thing you decide to choose, because there's a lot of different little things that you can choose at a maid cafe. Like I said, just know, okay? And plane tickets, if you haven't started this already, go ahead and make yourself a freaking price alert on kayak.com, because it's going to be your best friend. They're going to notify you every time the lowest price comes around for you to take your flight to Japan, and that's going to save you a lot of money. Do not go through travel agents because they're going to rip you off. I've had people tell me already that my plane ticket was going to be like $3,000. No, I ain't got that money like that, and I don't want to spend that money on my plane ticket. So kayak's going to be your best friend, guys. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that I should be adding into this video, because you're just prepping. So if you're prepping, this should all just be writing down. You guys should have a book, how many people you're going with. If it's just you, then it'd be a lot easier. If you have 2 people or 4 people, it's going to be a little bit more stressful, because you got to make sure everyone is on time with everything. It's just planning. Just plan, okay guys? Like, don't try to do this last minute. Just plan. I can't stress it enough.